Ocean's 11 in the ring.
The whole, why were they allowing the holding?
Well, you have to ask him that because that's how.
Larry thinks Kovalev won it.
Because that's how Ward has always fought.
Right, I know that.
You know, they call him. Some people call him the Anaconda.
So, how did you score, Larry?
I thought Kovalev clearly won the fight.
You saw Noah. Didn't see Andre turn the tide at some point in the second?
Yeah, I thought he fought better, but better doesn't mean you win. Better than bad is not necessarily good or great. And I just thought Kovalev built up such a lead in the first half of the fight, including the knockdown, that unless Ward did some serious damage, he would have to win all the rest of the rounds, and I don't think he did.
But Kovalev didn't close the show. Weren't you supposed to do that?
Did Ward close the show?
To my eyes, he did.
Okay, well then that's your eyes. I don't think. Did he put any hurt on Kovalev? Did he throw more than one punch at a time at any time in the fight? Did he fight a good tactical fight? Absolutely.
Do you think we'll see him?
I thought the other guy put more hurt on him, knocked him down, and beat him. That's my opinion.
The winner of this fight was supposed to be anointed the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Does Andre hold that title now, Larry?
I don't make those kind of decisions, and I don't make those rankings.
Well, in your
No, I don't think that. I don't think that there is a clear, greater than great fighter out there who everybody has to see and is #1 and all of that. No, I don't know.
So people are still vying for that #1 spot right now?
Well, presumably, I think they're just vying to do the best they can, and if somebody designates them as #1, that just adds to their resume.
I know you didn't agree with the decision, but as far as the fight living up to the hype, was this the type of fight that we needed, especially for, you know?
No, it did not. It did not. The actual fight was not as good as the match.
What would you like to see to make it a better fight, Larry?
I want to see exchanges. I want to see occasionally them stop moving to fight each other, and I want to see drama. I want to be moved in some way. That's why I call it prize fighting, not just boxing.
How bad do we need a rematch to happen right away?
I think having a rematch is a bad idea.
Really? Why?
Because it wasn't a very good fight. I mean, it was a pretty good fight, but not good enough for me to want to see it again. You want to see all that holding again?
Wow, in between there was a good moment.
In between, there was a punch. Come on, give me a break.
So if they don't fight each other, Larry, is there anybody else that they can fight in the division? Because obviously they're the two biggest names.
No, I guess Stevenson would be a reasonable match for either one or both. I don't know, and then maybe Golovkin if he's the middleweight champion a year and a half from now. I don't know.
And my last question: a lot of people have told me that Golovkin needs to move up. Some even said he needs to move all the way up to fight the winner of this fight. Do you think that's justified, or is that ridiculous?
No, I think Golovkin, for obvious reasons, would prefer to fight Canelo first because that's where the money is, and that's where he could get the biggest exposure. And then if he were to fight Ward, it would presumably be a big deal. But I think Canelo's the first guy he's got in mind. And then we'll see. I don't know.
Thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate it so much. Thank you.